Proverbs chapter 29, verse number 18. The Bible said, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. And the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verses 2 and 3. It says unto us, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that read it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it was surely, come, it will not tarry. Yeah, let's look at verse number 2 one more time. Matter of fact, let's look at verses 2 and 3 in the book of Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, one more time. The Bible says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that read it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah, see. Hold on just a little bit while longer, because see, I need y'all to get this. So this time I want you to read it with me, verses 2 and 3. See, some of y'all don't even have it because I hear the paper turning. Are you ready? Let us read. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run and read it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely come, it will not tarry. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbors you take your seat in the presence of God. Tell them, don't let your vision die, because you can't see it. Today, for a short period of time, I want to speak from the subject, a clear vision in a confused world. Tell somebody else, you must have a clear vision. You must have a clear vision in this confused world. That's what we're going to talk about a little while today. It is important that we have a vision for our life, because if we don't, we will certainly fall by the wayside. Sometimes I believe that God needs to give us a vision of hell. If God gives us a vision of hell, it will make us realize that there is not a place that we won't visit. So I believe that the Bible says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Where they cast all restraints. They act like they're crazy. They smoke their dope and drink their alcohol. And they snort their coke and they shoot up their heroin and they gamble all night long. They stay out and dance all night on the dance floor. They lie, they curse, they steal. Simply because they have no vision for their life. A person without a vision is like a dog trying to chase his tail. I don't care how hard he tries, he won't be able to catch up with it. In this world in which we're living in, every one of us need a vision for our life. See, we got too many children being born, pay attention to the word, too many children being born into families and homes and stuff where there's no vision. That's why you got high dropout rates in your school, and that's why I think it was on the news this morning, before we come here this morning, it was talking about the dropout rate in the inner city schools in Chicago, I think it was. I think only like 70% of the children finish the school year. And that's because people have no vision, they have no direction of where they're headed to. If a person don't know where they're headed to, there's no doubt that they're going to find themselves headed into destruction. So the Bible says where there is no vision, the people's perish. In other words, they cast off all restraint. They do what they feel like they're big enough to do. They feel like, my own person, don't nobody tell me what to do. And simply because they have no sense of direction in their life. When a person has direction, they don't mind being corrected. They don't mind being chastised. When a person has direction, they don't mind, let me put it this way, if I was on my way from here to New York, and if I was traveling and I got off course, and they accuse the men of never asking for direction. They say men are riding around 2 or 3 hours in a circle before they stop and ask anybody to give them direction. I think that's sad, and I think that's tragic simply because it's better to ask somebody for something that you don't know or don't understand. And so in this world in which we're living in, especially you young people, because a lot of us already made it half of a century years old. And so we're on the latter end of our life. But some of y'all are very young and you're on the beginning of your life. And if you don't have a vision, you're going to find yourself bowing down to peer pressure. In other words, you're going to be doing what other children do, and you're going to be saying what other children say. You're going to be acting like other children. You're going to be living like other children simply because you have no vision for your life. It is important that we impart this in the hearts and the minds of our children, that you need to have a vision for your life. You need to have a sense of direction. You must know where you're headed to. Because if you don't know where you're headed to, there's a good chance you're going to end up anywhere. But when you have clear direction, the thing I like about the navigation system, they tell you where you're going, tell you how long it's going to take you to get there, then they tell you what turns you got to make to get there. See, that's good because God gave us a word here. This word tells us where we're headed to. Whether we headed to the lake of fire, whether we headed to paradise to live with the Lord. Either way it go, he tells us where we're headed to. We know where we began at, and he gives us a sense of direction of what we need to do to get there. They say B-I-B-L-E simply mean basic instruction before leaving earth. In other words, we need to be instructed about the things of God while we are here, that we'll know how to act when we get where he's at. And so now God is telling us that we must have a vision for our life. Habakkuk said, the Lord answered me and said, write the vision. I don't know what Habakkuk was praying about, but whatever it was, God gave him an answer. And that's what I come to tell you today, that if you do not have a vision for your life, you need to start praying and asking God. See, some people's vision, it doesn't go any further than going down the aisle and saying, I do. They make no preparation for tomorrow. They make no preparation for sudden calamities and stuff in life. They make no preparation for hard times. They make no preparation for what if this happened, what I'm going to do now. And so things start getting hard, they start giving up. I thought about preaching a message this morning, the harder times get, the harder I got to praise him. That's what I started to talk about this morning. But then I believe that this may be something that God wants to hear you, because Habakkuk said that the Lord answered me, and the Lord said, write the vision, make it plain upon the table, that he may run that read it. Habakkuk said, the reason why we're going to write this thing down, we're going to make it plain, because in a confused world, people need to have a clear vision of their future. He said, write the vision, make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that read it. So now if you have a vision for your life, you ought to get in a hurry. You ought to be running to that thing. You ought to be excited about what God is getting ready to do in your life. If you just started a business, if you're not excited about it, it's not going to come to pass. If you just went into a profession just because you thought you could make a lot of money and not trying to be a blessing to somebody else, it's not going to work out. Whatever it is that we do in our life, we should never do nothing just